So, hello and welcome back to another episode of US4. We're of course playing with the Anbennar fancy mod as Ovdal-az-Ân now. And we are currently rediscovering our religious roots, which will take a while. We've also finished up a bunch of forts now. And we've become a great power. Okay, easy. Let's quickly do this, right? We need to do it in... Oh wait, this one also counts. Fantastic. You come over here. Let's take that in. Lovely. Drums in deep. We're already down to 8,000 dudes. That's insane. That doesn't feel good. Also, our army is really expensive, I just realized. Oh, that's the wrong place. I'm an idiot. Costume deer finished up, not you. Well, so be it. Costume deer. Repairing this is probably gonna cost a while. Yeah, and a bunch of money. Don't have that at the moment. We need to wait for the expedition to return. Currently my main finance is really just this expedition, right? We're getting a lot of loot, but a lot of dwarves die. Not sure if that is the intended thingy. So, you guys are probably gonna take a while to become my friend. Unknown attitude, army strength, 20 double relations. I mean, I need some friends, to put it simple. We are gonna take loans for that. Cartels. I would like to be indebted to you. There we go. And now we have a bit to do to get rid of this debt. Alright, alright. This speeds up the digging at least. We're already doing quite well here. God damn it. So, first of all, hold us on attack. We'll see that. You, go over here. Deal with that. The Deepening depths getting settled. We could get prosperity in the whole thingy, or we could lose a lot of money and get fish in the whole... No, specifically in the Deepening depths. With an extra modifier, but it also costs me a lot of money. Does this pay itself? I don't think it... I think this is a lot better. Could you... Bastards. Come on, one after another. Let's make it fair. Come on! I get that it's nice to get all these thingies, but... We're losing a lot of dudes. My guys. We need to also cast Broad Ward. Diplo we can just take. No question. Yep. The other thing, kind of. I mean, I technically could put a merchant somewhere, but it really doesn't do anything. Well, there's nothing else to do. Oh, we increased the party share with that. That I didn't want. I just want to don't want to do more fighting if it doesn't need to be. Ouch. Well, at least we can dev up again, right? Nook's Granny. We are gonna go over here. For you. More and more of this territory is mine. I hope that I mean, we'll see how long it takes to reveal that thingy. Oh, that helps. That helps a lot. I would pay back loans. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, you'd kill them, good. Nook's Granny is actually done, right? Yes, we don't need to stick around here anymore. Recall. So, this is up. Even in a long isolation, the archives of Ovdal-az-Ân maintained a painstaking record of the entire Tree of Jade. For there was once a time that Ovdal-az-Ân re-educated dwarves of all the Empire. As we first traveled to the Soul, we gained a practical knowledge of the region's geography, and from each new chamber of archival slabs we learn of another sealed ancient crypt of long-lost repository of Dwarven knowledge. So we get the colony cost reduction for 40 years, and as long as this is active, every time we finish a colony we get 10 government reform. I mean, yeah. So this is also done, we just need to get the Broad Ward active. Let's do that. Broad Ward costs me 20 mil points. Lovely. Secure our surroundings. We have learned from the saga of 1439, question mark. A homestead I cannot allow the... what have we learned? Sorry, I'm an idiot. What have we learned from the saga of 1439? A homestead I cannot allow the vermin to reach the threshold of the cottage. She must set the traps across the whole property long before she sees a single rat or else risks reacting far too late. Never again will the goblins have the leeway to bang noisily at our door. We will strike them down the moment they enter the gardens. We get 2 forts built in the area surrounding Ovdal-az-Ân, excluding the fort in Ovdal-az-Ân, gain defensiveness and local garrison damage. Okay, garrison damage, that's interesting. That is when we let the garrison strike out to fight, I think. Right? Otherwise it would have... or maybe it's the defensiveness? I'm actually not sure. So, something else. Now, we have done this. We can do this now. Because we want to, of course, not lose all of this money. Longthorn. We have already gotten so much loot. Could we do it one more time? Morale is good. Like, everything except the amount of soldiers is good. You come over here. Cave slime ambush. Sure. I mean, I guess Serpent's Blue. This is the thing. Of course, we could have done this province big, but what do we gain from that? You guys are gonna do that, sure. Jadali still don't know of me. Wait. We feel threatened by them. Do we? I was not aware that I should be that I should feel threatened by the Jadali. Thanks for that knowledge. I was not aware of the threat. We are not blasting. I know what happened last time. I have very bad memories of blasting. Look at that. Archers take aim. Morsa. Come on! Okay, what do we have here? The Jadali are massive, I think. They are really taking over. We can have 2 more dudes. Let's actually get you 2 more dudes then. We do gain a little bit of extra stuff here, which is quite nice. Ovdal-az-Ân, of course, is cool enough to be the main center of stuff. I mean, I would have also liked to protect myself towards this direction, but too late. There we go. Rise of new clans gives us diplo rotation, institution placement cost. Or we take fort maintenance, prestige decay, turns to true faith and legitimacy. This feels better. I mean, diplo rotation is good. Oh no, you know what? Let's take the diplo reputation. Why not? You guys come together and protect together. I mean, we currently have triple colony. Of course, we're losing some money. But the good thing is, all of these come with extra development. Oh, wait. Hasn't this happened before? I don't know. We distribute that. That is all points. I'll gladly take points. Of course, money would also be nice, but I feel like we're getting enough money from these expeditions every time. I also would like to see these guys at some point, but how many... This is gonna be so much stuff. This is gonna be so such a hilarious amount of stuff that we're gonna gain from that. If we succeed. Okay, the age is changing, but we still have plenty of time to get more colonial boons. Have all 3 colonists working? That is quite nice. Our innovativeness is going down, which is of course a shame, but can't do everything. Wait, okay, we can do that, but this would have been fun if we can actually just change it on our own. A minor distinguished themselves. We could get a lot of prestige, which would turn into splendor, and we get a level 2 half-cost guy, or we dig faster. Goblin Summoner. We're over 2000 loot already? What's this? Oh, just particularists. You should be able to deal with that. The old gods. As our reclamation of Dwarven continues, we come across more and more symbols, works, and temples dedicated to the ancient Dwarven pantheon. This has led to a spike in interest in such objects and places by many individuals. To those interested, the purpose is purely scholarly. Indeed, a few individuals have, after suffering what can only be described as profound experiences, saying they feel closer than ever to their ancient history. Whilst some stonekeepers say that this is the beginning of a serious spiritual degradation, many others are unconcerned by the actions of a few fools and scholars. And in a year we get stones to be kept. I guess that's when we get the Dwarven Pantheon as our religion. Use of an Orc Warband. We'll see if that pops up. I mean, that means that not only just you to get that, but me as well. I mean, it would be a change of pace. Need the movement speed. I mean, there's nothing really crazy here, but it would be nice to have some more. Go on, fight. Die. Going deeper. Alright, how are we looking soldier-wise? Not good. This is a long one. 3-6. There could be a decent chance that we come back with no one. yeah, goblins flee the country. That's gonna happen fastly. That's a word. Fastly. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Let's actually quickly use this opportunity to do that. I wouldn't mind annexing these guys, to be honest, at this point. In dirt depths, the guys arrive. Okay, we're gonna do this way. Don't want to lose too many dudes to this little encounter. These guys are skizzing all over the place. Military laborers. Yeah. Yeah, that is a big old, like orc warbands are always like massive. You go here, you go over here. Good. Still needed quite a while to get this done. Stones to be kept. What began with a handful of scholars and a smattering of voices has grown into a consistent murmur. As our reclamation continues, many stonekeepers are up in arms as one of their own has officially broken ranks and begun to delve into studies involving the old pantheon. After discovering a partially legible tome concerning the gods and their relation with our people. Okay, so basically we can decide to make this go a lot faster. Perhaps I could get a copy. Of course we want to get this faster. That's our whole shtick. Okay. Please, game. Be kind. Be kind. Is there anyone else that we could try to ally here? I mean, all of these guys don't like me, and I'm not super strong to already be, like, in a position. I could, you know what, I'm gonna eat you up at this point. This will turn me into a kingdom as well. And it's gonna finish a mission. There we go. Look at that. Okay, we get 450 of everything. We of course send you right back out because we have more to do. Let's repay those loans. Second of all, we will tight passage right over here. Okay, you guys come over there then. Do I want to spend what do I want to spend this money on? First of all, no question, no question, no question. We have better artillery pieces, lovely. And of course also better horses, but we don't use horses because we're dwarves. And we're not a specific kind of dwarf. But we do have money now. And I do feel inclined to maybe do something with that. I mean, this is all gonna improve at some point. You know what I could do? We could repair Colossum Deer. Yeah, no question. Let's do that. Anything crazy here? Not really. 0.3 is our biggest one. This is also really small. I could build more workshops. Oh wait, do I not need to build a temple for something? Yes, I do. Let's do that. Build a temple. You know what? We have the rest of the money we keep in the pool. We're gonna get you to level 2. That is at least fair. But otherwise, we're gonna keep all of that money. You are gonna waste my manpower. I mean, that's what we're doing, right? Sacrificing dwarves for expeditions. Alright, into the Tide Passage we go. Long gold. Okay, another big one. Here you go. Raise morale. We're gonna do one upfront payment, because that is worth it. Let's do one more. Up to 10. Organize troops. Up to 190. No, I think maybe 180 this time because of the gold. Yeah, because it's only gold. We're gonna do party share to that. Maybe we do actually another one. What the hell is that? Estimated loot. Absolutely insane amount. Okay. Let's buy supplies. Only money, of course, because points are cool. I'm an idiot. Cool. Sure. Let's head straight out. That is a lot of estimated loot, what the fuck? I can't prepare much better, to be honest. Bugbears. Come on. We need to go to 190. I mean, the problem is, I need to then push something else as well. There we go. That took long enough. What are you? You are thingy? I don't have diplomats. I can't do this. Okay, at least we have done that. We can go above 190, of course. But staying above 100, staying above the thingy is gonna be difficult. For that I need to do that, actually. Locate local ruler. You, stop. It is time to get annexed of the Kansat. I know that you've not really given me any money at all. Actually, royal marriage. While we still can do it. This is gonna take a while. That means that we are gonna pump in this here. Just for a slight reduction. Annexation. We can always throw more prestige at you, if necessary. Cool. This is gonna take 15 years. Well, the game tells us we need to control this, so I'm gonna put in the effort. What the hell is this? Oh, is this the thingy? We get a special... Oh right, we get a special disaster. Of course, we are dwarves. What was I thinking? We also need to remember that we are gonna get the thingy. Sure. That we are gonna get the Dwarven... the Horde Curse. Costly victory. Well, if you guys are gonna sacrifice my dudes again like crazy. It's not like I need manpower, right? I have no need for that at all, huh? Okay, everything here has been done. We are gonna just quickly go over here then. This is a bit spread, but I'll do it anyway. Don't care. Bang whoever you want. I mean, this is really risky, actually. Because we have no other diplomat. Can I stop the thingy? I mean, we're already expulsing them. I mean, we're losing a diplomat to that, right? Oh no, we're losing a diplomat to that. Okay, so this doesn't change anything. Alright. Let's keep an eye out on this. I mean, if things get problematic, we still have other options. We now see you guys fully. You're intimidated. You wouldn't become my vassal. So, screw you. Still need some kind of friend. Some kind of buddy. Some kind of umbra. Oh, this is actually going quite a lot faster. But this estimated loot here seems just ridiculous. A little bit insane. Should I scoop? Alright, you're done as well. And you can take a step over. Do that. And we are getting a decent bit of development still. We can do that again. Long ago, during the time of Aldorf, our ancestors worshipped the ancient pantheon, which consisted of many gods. However, when Aldorf fell, our ancestors believed that the gods had abandoned them and subsequently gave up their faith. But as we continue to reclaim our ancestral home, there are those who wish to revive the old faith. Despite objections of the Stonekeepers, they propose that perhaps it was our ancestors who abandoned the gods instead. The Stonekeepers demand that we authorize the burning of these individuals who are considerable heretics for such blasphemy. We cannot avoid taking a side any longer, action must be taken. We could burn them, or we will start a process of rediscovering the Dwarven Pantheon. Peasants leave for adventure. I don't know who you are. I mean, there's a dwarf here, but who are you? I don't think I have any of these guys here in here. No, we're not gonna do that. We can pick another blessing while we're at it. Well, we might as well make use of the thing while it's selective. And we can also... Oh no, the Stonekeepers are not quite in there. Well, we can change that. A temple. We'll build a temple at some point. Oh, and adventurers as well. God damn it. Okay, then I could have waited. Darkren Everbeard. Darkren Everbeard was the chief god of the old pantheon. As we begin to piece together his story from archaic tomes, desiccated scrolls and abandoned temples, a certain fervor has been scripted a group of adventurers who have offered their services to delve into the abandoned ruins of the great temple dedicated to Darkren, ahead of more sanctioned groups, in efforts to hasten our progress. All that is required is our authorization to do so. We do this properly or not at all? We can... So basically, rapid progress towards Osnuk will allow us to convert sooner and claim the first convert bonus. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I mean, more deities would be nice, but we also need this to get them to continue with the mission tree. And I feel like we can do more stuff here. So, this is not a thingy loan, right? Cartels. Give me your money. Don't care. Come over, take Earthseed. We do have a lot of money. I mean, we don't have a lot of money actually. Let's actually correct this real quick. We're gonna do this while we still have a cost reduction. Oh, because we're dwarves. Of course. There my boys die again. Dwarf or god? The nature of Darkren Everbeard has been a contested subject. He is the model of every dwarven king aspires to be. Wise, just, and ruling with paternal instinct over the entire realm. Although in ancestor worship he is lauded as the first ancestor in the old pantheon, he was also the patriarch of a vast clan of other gods, whom we are sure to rediscover in time. Interestingly enough, both views place him as the first creation of Alana the Earth Mother, the primordial of Earth, and her favorite child. This still begs the question, is he really god or merely a favorite progenitor? We should debate this carefully, or a god of course. No question there, I mean... I feel like that's pretty obvious, right? Okay, Let's let this all rise again. We'll slowly but surely go somewhere. We have discovered a complete and ritual prayer book dedicated to one of the gods. An ancient queen of Almdir, Tierfen, Golden Hands, from before the reign of Aldwadof. I think I've read through all of this already, but I'm not sure. Was said to be the one who first began the grand feat of ensuring the turn to the Serpent's Spell into the bountiful farmland that would, in time, allow Almdir to forge the Empire of Aldwadof. Pious and devout to the gods herself, she took no husband and sired no children, even as her hold grew fruitful and rich from the grains of the vale. Just as her reign was reaching its apex, it is said that Magus himself, likely not a god, took her as his wife, emerging from Dagran's halls and whisking her away in front of the entire court. We must know more, which costs us thingy, or... steady now, let's not be hasty. Nope, we are rushing this. I want to be the guy. I want to be the yo-yo man, he said. But the yo-yo man did not answer, he just kept on yoing. Call me insane if you must. The Unvalid Hearth Maiden. After much effort, we have gathered enough information to get into another god. Unvalid Hearth Maiden was sculpted from the pure elemental essence and intended to be the equal and partner of Dagrin, when Halana realized that one individual, no matter how mighty, could not shape the world alone. In the old pantheon, Unvalid is regarded as the divine matriarch, and it is she who judges the gods and maintains order in their court. Her priests are traditionally lawmakers and judges who seek to emulate her just nature under the earth. Divine justice, useful. Divine justice, worrying. Sure. Advisor cost. We're gonna get this disaster very soon. If we keep continuing like that. Hey, more conversion. That's what we're here for. The hold has finally improved. We don't quite have the resources yet to go to the next level. Lokrim. We've pieced together enough information on another god. When death entered the world and ended the era of forging, Lokrim and her twin brother suddenly appeared. Lokrim's role was to gather the souls of dwarven kind, while Dagrin stood stupefied as the oldest of his people suddenly grew weak and perished from the monsters known as the Ancient Sickness. Lokrim wandered the world, gathering the dwarven dead and bringing them to the care of her yet-to-be-discovered twin brother. Okay. Let's take some loans as we push towards that truth. Digging is an option, but we do need to dev up a little bit. We are not looking too bad on Diplo, so I'm kind of inclined to do something there. Oh, but we do need the other stuff as well. I don't want to lose too much stuff here. We have pieced together enough information on the god. When death entered the world at the end of the era of forging, Lokrim's decay suddenly appeared. Lokrim began to ensure that the souls of the dead were taken into Dagran's halls and organized into areas based on their skills and virtues in life. Here in the deeper reaches, he acts as a keeper and custodian, ensuring that the dead are rewarded or punished accordingly. Disaster time. The Godwake. Turmoil engulfs the country. Our decision to abandon ancestor worship has upset or enraged significant portions of the state, the army and the civilian population as a whole. Ancestor worship fanatics have begun agitating for open rebellion, and evidently some individuals are certainly contemplating it, if they are not already moving in secret to do so. This will certainly be the period of turmoil unlike anything we've experienced before, for this is a struggle near unheard of in Dwarven society, a struggle of faith. So, we have this active, which gives us unrest, step cost, we get a lot of missionaries, and we can convert a lot. Let me already activate these guys. Because we turn Dwarven Pantheon. This will apply to our rulers. The religion of Ovdal-az-Ân turns that, and we get Divine Awakeness, which gives us missionary strength and Diplo reputation. Time to convert, guys. Needs to be done very fast. Let's take a little bit more crown land away. This is gonna be expensive, and we're gonna probably take some debt. But we need to get out of disaster to get the old Pantheon done. So we're not that massive, which is good. But the Dwarven Pantheon is active, we get tolerance and yearly legitimacy. So I assume that we only get really trouble with events. Yeah. Ancestral Rage, yeah, like I said, only with events. We take another loan because we are converting everything. The more time passes, the more it seems that ever-increasing number of ancestors worshippers is growing louder and more dangerous. In Paradise Keep, one group has even gone to such length as to assault and massacre an entire chapel of helpless Burnfionists with pickaxes and other mining instruments, with the intention of destroying the temple as an affront to the ancestors. Eventually, the local guard managed to break in and kill or capture the responsible ones. However, this brings little comfort to the families of the slain and the survivors. 15 uprising. Let's first of all do this. Assembly has been restored. Fantastic. Paradise Keep is down here, so let's do that. The entire hold is abuzz with excitement. Just earlier, historians, religions, and archaeologists rushed into the palace to discuss an unimaginable find. The granite dwarves of old had also been followers of the dwarven pantheon, but even more, they were one of the few holds where the faith was still tolerated after most of the outright converted to ancestor worship. This means that we follow in one of the most noble traditions of dwarven culture now, and we will rebuild the faith in the name of our forefathers. We get 50 religious power. Do we need more than that? Or can we do something already? No, we need more than that. Okay. Let's quickly go into position for the uprising. So. The Stonekeepers. The Stonekeepers, the traditional priests of ancestor worship, have long been an important part of our country. However, with our official conversion to pantheism, the communities they represented and the power they once had have become increasingly marginalized. Now several representatives have come forward to us demanding that if we will not return the fold, then we must formally issue a rather humiliating series of concessions, such as letting them worship and practice in peace, among others. We will make amends. They'll get over it. So this one costs us a lot of money and stuff. Gives us an immediate conversion, but I think we don't need that. I'd rather just have unrest. Do I need to get my other army in here as well? Because this is looking bad. Ouch! Well, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. Okay, you're gonna have to run over here then. Goblin minority. You come over here. Well, because of that. Now we have the penalty. Opportunity graders. Goddamn goblins rise up in thingy twice. Okay, but it is over here. I see. Let me just wait for things a little bit. Out in the darkness of the Devourer, there are eyes watching us from the dark. Our ancestral enemies see our petty squabbles and laugh, knowing that it is conflicts like these that give them an opportunity. One band has taken advantage of the opportunity. A group of goblins struck deep behind our defensive lines and pillaged Torvas and Pass before skulking back into the darkness. To make matters worse, local representatives of both Ancestors Worship and Pantheon communities are now blaming each other for allowing the goblins into the area to attack the faithful of their respective sites. This is just gonna be uprising. We are gonna end the episode here. First, so like always, like subscribe my shenanigans, and I guess see you guys next episode. Bye!